Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with wArnette D Love. I know y'all miss me because I miss you guys. I wasn't with you last week. As you see, I had a little surgery done and I just didn't want to get on camera, but I'm here now. And I just want to talk to you a little bit, not too long. I'm having my breakfast / lunch. I guess we can maybe call it brunch. And I have my favorite meal, chicken and watermelon. You better not. But that's my favorite meal, chicken and watermelon together. And so I done ate my little chicken, baked chicken, and now I'm going to eat my watermelon. And I'm going to talk to you guys. And I want to talk about staying focused. I said last week that would be the topic, so I'm going to stick with it, even though when I got ready to come on, I had another topic in mind. But we're going to talk about staying focused. And in order to stay focused, though, we have to ignore a lot of stuff. A lot of things we have to ignore. We have to ignore a lot of negativity. You know, I never really understood the term, let me sleep on it. Hey, Valgrace, I'll see you later. I never really understood the term, let me sleep on it, until I started making a conscious mind to ignore negativity, to ignore non-factors, right? And so I realized that once I sleep on something, it's really not that important. Once I, go through and think about it, ponder, I realized that the issue really wasn't that important anyway. Oh, it's sweet, though. It's sweet. And so, think before you speak. Everything doesn't deserve a response or a reaction. Now, I'm going to tell you, if I react to something right there on the scene, on the spot, it's probably going to be nasty. It's probably not going to be good. So I had to learn to think before you speak. I had to learn to sleep on it and realize the next day that it don't even worth a response. So now I'm good to go, right? That's how you stay focused, because what happens is when you start doing stuff, people start coming up with a lot of distractions. Okay? That's what's going on now with the elections. A lot of distractions, and y'all know I'm running for school board, so I'm going to have a lot of distractions. You're going to have a lot of people coming up to you, telling you, love this, love that, love this. Love is real, and what y'all see is real. Love really don't get into those parties and all that stuff like that. So you're going to have people come and tell you love is the Democrat, love is a Republican, love is real. Love is an independent. If I didn't have to be categorized as anything, I wouldn't. Love would just be love. Love would just be an American, a soldier, a veteran. That's what I would be. Can I have a veteran party? Can I do that? Because see, regardless, it doesn't make the person. People would treat you the way they're going to treat you. It doesn't matter what you are. People are going to do what they're going to do. It doesn't matter what you are. And when you come to my kickoff, and this is not what I'm talking about today, but my kickoff is August 31st, 2024 at 5 o'clock at Cooper's Restaurant and Lounge. It costs you nothing to come in and break bread with me and listen to me and ask the questions that you want to ask, because those forms that we have in those 3 minutes is not enough. Y'all know I'm a talker. You give me 3 minutes to talk to people. No, y'all come and talk to me at my own house, at my event on Saturday, and then we can talk. And then I can tell you what you need to be looking for during this election for school board. I can tell you that, and I'm going to tell you everything, and I'm not going to talk about anybody, and I'm not going to put anybody down, because what I do believe in, everybody does what they do to the best of their abilities, okay? And sometimes your abilities don't make the mark. You miss the mark sometimes, and none of us are perfect. But I'm going to tell you how I can help and what I see from the outside looking in there as a former parent, but now a grandparent of Portsmouth Public School people. So you're going to get a lot of negativity when it comes to this election. That is why it's important for us to research, do our own research. That is why it's important for us to try to get to know the person. See, I'm an open person. You can call me. Everybody that you can reach me by my phone number. I put my phone number on all my paperwork. So I'm not trying to hide anything. You got a question, you call me. Don't ask nobody about me. Don't ask anybody about me because they don't know me. I'm telling you. They know what they've been told, and a lot of things what you believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Contact me personally if you just have to know something. But don't ask nobody about me. These people don't know me like talking about, especially when they start talking about bad stuff, because love has always had boots on the ground. I'm always doing for our kids. I love our children. I had kids in my home to make sure that they graduate and have a peace of mind. So if you want to ask something, you call me and ask me about me. You start hearing somebody talk negative about me, ask them, where's the source? How do you know? What's your source of this? Okay? Because that's what people do to try to get. I promise you, I won't talk bad about nobody to try to win a seat. I will not. It's a non-factor. Remember, we were talking about ignoring negativity, non-factors. To me, it's a non-factor to sit here and try to talk somebody down. I'm going to always uplift you no matter who you are and what you're doing. Okay? What's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. And I'm going to always uplift you, so you won't get that from me. Now, you will get somebody trying to play with me. You will get some clapback, but we're going to try to ignore that too, okay? So we're going to ignore negativity. We're going to stay focused, okay? It's just a distraction. That's all it is. It's a distraction. And for y'all who don't know, I had surgery a few days ago, so... well, last week. That's why I didn't come on last week. So, we're going to drop all this baggage. We're going to drop all this baggage, and we're going to stay focused on what we got planned, what we have planned. We're going to keep people out of our business. We're going to stop telling people our plans, okay? We're going to do that because, unfortunately, everybody that's around us don't wish us well. Everybody that we tell what we're going to do don't wish us well. Let me take I told you I was eating my favorite meal, chicken and watermelon. I'm finished with the chicken. So we can't assume that these people that we're telling our business to are going to be happy for us. Okay? We can't assume that. So that's why we're going to keep our mouths shut. And we're just going to be, we're just going to show the action. We're going to do what we're going to do. And then we'll talk about it once it's done. That's what we have to do. Unfortunately, we are still living in the crab in the bucket era. But I will say this. A lot of that is still with people my age and up. A lot of my age and up are the ones that have a hard time wishing each other, good luck and being happy for each other. A lot of us sit back and we turn up our nose out of jealousy because that was trained behavior. Listen to me. It's nothing against the individual. It's trained behavior. And you have to train your way out of that. You have to tell yourself, why am I envious of this person? Why am I jealous? What do they have that I can't work to get? Because see, anything that you don't like about yourself, you're supposed to change. Not waiting on somebody else to tell you to change. If it's something you don't like about yourself, you're supposed to change. So we shouldn't sit back being envious of anybody, worrying about what they doing over there. Man, I don't care what you're doing. Let me tell you, I don't know if I told y'all before. Let me tell you a little story. When I was a deputy sheriff and I was taking people back and forth to prison and taking people to probation camps and all that stuff. Okay. Set that right there. I was a good mother too. So my son was playing football for the community and we were in Georgia, and I would see this one lady. She would come with, one day, I'm going to tell you, I'll never forget this suit. It was a bad light blue suede suit, baby. It was banging. And she had the hat to match, okay? She had everything going on that day. And I was like, Lord, I work a 9 to 5, 12 hours. And I can't afford that. Why can't I afford it? This is me. Not hating on her. I'm just questioning God why I can't afford to buy clothes like that, right? Because I knew I couldn't. I had my son was in school. I'm taking care of him and the household by myself because I've been a single parent forever. Be careful what you ask for because I asked for and God gave it to me. Okay, so listen. I saw her and I said, that girl look good, And I just questioned why I can't have a leather suede suit, walk around here because I'm fly, Baby, one day they said, McSwain, pick up your transportation orders, right? I pick up my transportation orders. I see them, what I'm going for. I see that basically her charge was for boosting, okay? And I didn't put the name together until I saw her face and I said, oh my God, be careful what you ask for. Because I had to take a girl to a probation camp because she was out there stealing people's stuff. She was out there boosting. So who's to say that that outfit that she had on that I knew I couldn't afford was not something that she went out there and boosted? You see what I'm saying? So we can't look at what other people have and be envious of that. We have to thank God for what we have right now. And we have to be gracious and grateful for what we have already. So we're staying focused on our business. We minding our business, okay? And so I just wanted to use that as an example because I learned that day when I had to take that girl all the way to where she was going. And of course, I wasn't going to dare say, hey, that outfit you had on was bad, girl, because I knew that was probably one of the outfits that she had, 5-finger discounted. And so I just, I learned. It's a lesson learned. And I try to teach other people, do not envy what somebody else is doing. What is for you will be for you. And guess what? You'll receive it. And nobody can stop you from receiving it. What God's going to give you, baby, can't nobody stop you from getting it. And can't nobody take it away from you. So I want you to get ready. I loved it when Pastor Bishop T.D. Jakes used to say, get ready, get ready, get ready. I love it because we have to be prepared for what is coming to us, okay? So we're going to stop all that replying to negativity or starting negative conversations or addressing non-factors. Okay, so what? They turned their back on you. Y'all know I had an issue 4 years ago. So what? They turned their back on you. This is how my mind should have been 4 years ago. But see, through trial and tribulations, come better, okay? Comes the lesson, comes you're doing the right thing now. So now it's so what? They turned your back on you. They turned their back on you. Oh, they did it again. How am I surprised? I can't be surprised. Thank you, Lord, for showing me that once a person does something to you once, 9 times out of 10, they'll do it again. And let's move on, right? That's what we're doing now. And let's move on. Okay, yeah, I say my little piece and then I move on. If you want to come back at me, come on with it. But until then, I'm going to move on. I'm going to let you know that I realize what you've done or what you attempted to do. And I want you to know that it did not work because what God has for me is for me. This is not a sermon. This is just who I believe in. You believe in who you want. I ain't going to knock that. I don't knock anybody's hustle. I don't knock anybody's religion. You do you. You live the way you want to live. But I serve a living God. Y'all know that. And so what he has for me, I believe in it. When he tells me you're going to be okay, I believe him. And there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be okay. So I am not going to let somebody that can't put me in heaven or hell, or somebody who's not going to give me 2 cents to rub together or spit on me if I'm on fire, tell me how to act. Tell me how to live. And when I say that, that means I'm not going to let my response be negative because you done so-called told me off. Keep telling me off. Just don't put your hands on me. I don't know if I can resist that yet, to turn in the other cheek. I don't know if I can do it yet. I'll try, but I doubt it. Don't try it. And so, but other than that, well, I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on pushing because guess what? Failure is not an option for me. To me, you know what failure is? Failure is not trying. That's failure. Not trying. See, closed doors, somebody telling you no, you not making it the way you think you should make it or at the time, that you think you should make it. That is not failure. That is a minor setback for a major comeback. That is not failure, baby. That is the lesson learned so that you can get back up on that horse and do it right or do it a little better the next time. And then when you fall again, you're going to do it a little better the next time. And this is the type of things we need to be telling our kids in our community, that failure is not trying. But other than that, you are a winner. All you do is win. Sometimes it's not going to be the win that you expect, but you're going to win as long as you keep moving and keep pushing. Failure is not trying. Everything else is a win. And that is what I want to get out. As long as we stay focused on what we're trying to do, there is nothing that we cannot do. There is nothing that we can't accomplish as long as we stay focused. You don't have to be good at anything. I got a t-shirt. I got a clothing business, and my focus is on t-shirts. And I just saw my girl Helen. Hey, Helen. My clothing business is focusing now on t-shirts. I'm not very good at t-shirts. I can do you some shirts, but I'm not very good. I'm not where I want to be. And so I reach out for help when need be. I don't have a problem saying, hey, listen, I'm doing this. I know you good at it. Give me a hand. I don't have a problem with that. And then I would do the same when somebody come ask me, love, listen, I'm doing this. I know you have learned how to do it. Can you give me a hand? Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you something about me. I'm an honest person, because when people ask me, this one young lady asked me to do 20 shirts for her. I told her I ain't that good. I took the order, then I turned around and gave her somebody that I knew that was better than me. And see, that's how I do. I'm going to be real with you at all times. Failure is not an option, but you have to keep it real. You have to be true to yourself, and you have to be true with other people. We're going to stop letting these people put this negative stuff in our heads. And we're going to stop ignoring the obvious. That's what we're going to do. And now I'm going to get more into that at my kickoff, because this is where I want to get really deep into this topic about staying focused and about failing and about our kids that are have a low percentage of proficiency in reading. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. So please don't make them feel bad about it. It's not their fault. It's not. It's not. Now, somebody should be held accountable for it, but it's not their fault. And then I'm going to tell y'all, when the last time y'all heard about it? You hadn't heard about the proficiency level of our kids reading. Now they say it's 61%. But listen, come to my kickoff, and I'm going to tell y'all what to do. I'm going to tell you what you need to be looking for when it comes to who's running and who's sitting on these boards. Come to the kickoff, baby, and I'm going to give you a little information, because that's my thing about being transparent. Transparent is not putting people out trying to make them look bad. Transparency is about teaching people how to gain the knowledge that is needed for them to make the proper decisions that they should be making for their families. That's transparency, not putting people down. And so I went there. I love y'all too much, and I love myself, and I love these kids. I'm going to tell you that right now. And a lot of people be like, oh, even my mom be like, love, you 51 years old, and why you want to be a schoolboy? Because I learned. When I was in Portsmouth, I don't know about y'all, but when I was in Portsmouth public schools, our teachers cared about us, and they showed us that they care. Not saying these teachers don't care now, but our teachers showed us that they care. As a matter of fact, our teachers act more like a second parent. When we were in school, they talked to us like we were their children. Oh, so you just going to cop out? You're not going to do this? You're going to play around with your lesson? Instead of hearing, I got mine. I don't care what you do. You don't want to do it? Fine. That wasn't an option for us. That wasn't an option. You're going to do this work, or you're going to stay here past that bell. You're going to get the work done. See, and I understand our kids are different, so we have to back up the staff. The admin have to back up the staff. If you don't want to do your work in class, I tell you what, instead of you staying back for basketball practice, you're going to come do your work first. Everybody has to work together. The coaches, Everybody must work together. And we got to get our kids on a reading level that they can pass those state tests. The state percentage of reading is at 70%. That's not good. That's not good. We talking about from 1 to 100. That's not good. But we have to push our kids here in Portsmouth to understand that we don't settle, baby. We're not settling. We're going to do more than what's required. Matter of fact, if the state at 70, we're going to get 75 to 80% reading proficiency. That's going to be how we roll. That's how you talk to children. You put them in and let them know, hey, you can be better than what the state average is. You can do this. That's how you talk to them. You don't walk by with your head up like you too good. And you can't say hello, good morning, sunshine, superhero. You speak life into these children and into other adults. And now I ain't going to keep y'all long. I'm going to tell you that right now because I got to enjoy my watermelon. But look, I was at the grocery store getting my brunch, and this lady, she couldn't have drive. Okay, so let's say she had a proficiency in driving at 50%. Okay? And it ain't no problem. So what she did was I'm dancing to my little oldies because y'all know me. I like good music, love music. And so what I did was I started helping her turn her wheel. So to cut that wheel so she can get out that parking lot so I can get in it. Okay, so I'm turning the wheel forward, right? And I'm still moving. The lady, we got traffic here. The lady comes back and she rolls her window down and want to start talking. And she says, hey, you running for school board? Yeah. I said, yes, ma'am, darling. How you doing? Because I don't want to talk about that right now because that's not just me. I'm not just a candidate for school board. I love people. And so I'm like, how you doing, darling? She was like, I'm doing fine. She said, but you are running for school board? Yes, ma'am, I am. She said, I got you. I said, well, don't forget me. And that is what you do. You don't make people feel bad because they can't do stuff. She couldn't barely drive and she couldn't back up. You don't make them feel bad. You help them. You help them and you persuade them. You let them know that you got their back regardless of how they're moving. That's what you do. And that's what scares people about me. That's what scares people about me because I love people. I believe in helping people and I love our children. And you don't have to ask me anything about our kids. I get a message every year for the last 3 years. Are you going to pass out school supplies? If Love can't find school supplies money in her bank account, Love is going to find somebody or an organization that can sponsor school supplies for them kids. And I have done it the last 3 years, and I will continue to find people to sponsor school supplies for these babies. And I will go out there and single-handedly issue them out to my children. They're my babies. Okay? That is what I believe in, giving back, because regardless of what y'all want to say about old Portsmouth, well, we always want to use race as a thing. I don't care. Old Portsmouth was good to me. Old Portsmouth was good to me. I remember staying out Academy Park, because I'm that girl. I lived in Portsmouth. I am a Portsmouth baby. I'm that girl that lived in Academy Park, and we would go to the rec center out there where them new homes are right now, whether the Newport, Northport. We would go out there to the rec center, and the Parks and Recreation would have a stage set up, and we would have a talent show. All of a sudden, we got a talent show back there behind the old Academy Park School. Y'all don't know nothing about that teacher, huh? Y'all don't know nothing about that, but let me tell you, that's how much of Portsmouth I am. And we got that stage back there, and all just kids just signing up, getting on stage, competing. Now, don't let me tell you, my cousin won it because she was a dancer. So she had on her little aluminum foil outfit, and she went out there and did the robot. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the 70s now. I'm telling my age. I already told y'all. But that's the kind of fun we had in Portsmouth. That's the kind of motivation we had in Portsmouth. And we had those field days in Portsmouth. Y'all remember the field days in school where we actually got out there and competed? And I wasn't a runner, you know what I'm saying? But I did what I did, okay? That's the kind of fun we had in school when we had full band rivalries. I mean, it wasn't a good thing because we fought a lot. Caught Manor, Norcom, Wilson, for sure. But we had that camaraderie in school, okay, where we knew that if we didn't get our grades, I couldn't blow that saxophone. My mama already let me know if the grades looking funny, you ain't going out there, honey. That's what we need right now. But I get too deep into this thing because I'm passionate about it. So I need y'all to come out on Saturday, August 31st, 2024, 5 p.m. at Cooper's Restaurant and Lounge on High Street. Now, I got limited seating, but I got tickets for every seat that I've been reserved for, okay? That I've been scheduled for. I got a ticket. As you come in, you tell them that you're there for my kickoff / fundraiser. I'm going to give out them tickets. Well, I have somebody giving out those tickets. Once those tickets run out, I can't promise you it's going to be food for you. So you might have to pay for your buffet yourself. But I promise you, if you get there 5 o'clock, by 5, I need you there early. I would like you to be there early, excuse me. But if you get there, you get your ticket, you'll be in line because your ticket going to have a number on it. You're going to be in line for a door prize. I don't know how many door prizes we're going to get. We're going to go get them this week. We're going to be in line for a door prize. Everybody will be able to participate in the 50-50 raffle. So just think, if it's a 50-50 raffle and we raise $500, somebody's going to win $250. If we raise $1,000, somebody's going to win $500. It doesn't matter to me. That is what we're going to do. This food is going to be at no charge to you as long as you have a ticket. Okay? We're going to have a good time, and we're going to talk business, and we're going to talk about why you should be voting for wArnette D. Love McSwain for Portsmouth Public School. I am a veteran. I know how it feels to be stationed somewhere and you don't know about the school system, okay? I know how it feels, but I want to assure our veterans that I can tell you right now, Portsmouth Public School is the bomb. Portsmouth Public School is doing the thing, okay? And I want to show them that. At first, I want to help my comrades get our reading grades up, because we can do it. We just got to put our heads together and come up with a good policy. And you know, it's gonna take some things to happen, but I know that it can be done. But I need to first get on that board. I need your vote. Then I'm gonna need your support. Listen, God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you have a blessed and tremendous week. You take care now.